Alright. This is the Cobalt. It has some issues. Walking around. The inside is sparkling clean. And the center console has been pried apart. The radio does work. The face comes off. You have to take it off or else it will drain the battery, which is why the car is currently not on, because the battery is dead. There are bolts in the door. The back seat is filled with lots of lovely parts. Some free gloves from the previous owner. Thank you, Joe. We have a couple, I believe these are engine components. I have no idea what these are. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Looks like a... Nope, that's not what that is. And I don't know what this is. Looks really complex, though. Well, that's motor oil. I know what that is. I believe these might have been old components of the timing chain because the previous owner said that he replaced them. So, question is, where's the old chain? But I digress. There's also mini screws all over the car. It's so great. There are also a box of screws in the back. Moving on to the trunk, which has a hole here. Brown. Alright, in the trunk of the car, we have what seems to be a... That's a fake scoop. That's a fake scoop that does nothing. That's a roof scoop. It's designed to look very fast, but does not go very fast. Very nice. You'll see the top of the engine head. I'm going to pause and get some gloves. Okay, we have gloves. Protection. Alright, so the first thing we have is the engine head. The top of it, at least. DW 530 oil, good. Lay that down there. We have the air intake. So it looks like the cover. Yeah. Okay, not gonna lie. I have no idea what this thing is. It looks like a air filter. There's a filter of some sort in there, so this might be the air filter for the car, but I'm not entirely sure. That's gonna go there. He did give us some stuff that he didn't really care for. There's a ice scraper. Oh, you put your hand in there and stay warm. That's fun. There's an old orange shirt. Also nice. Oh, free car jacks. Oh my god. There's like 1, 2. Are there 3 free car jacks? There's the big one. Ooh, husky. There's a second one back here. Looks like they're different brands. And then there's like the smaller jack over here. So we've got 3 jacks, which is good when you have a car like this because we'll probably be needing them. Looks like we have another. Oh, it's a blanket. Gotta have your emergency blanket for your vehicle. We have a jug, windshield wiper fluid, which probably just hold the excess oil that's leaking from the car. I'll get to that later. I don't know what this thing is. This is a It's a air compressor, which I believe puts air into stuffs. Looks like an air thing. Maybe blowing up a couple tires or two. Yep, looks like there's some tire pressure stuff on there. So that came with the car. Jumper cables. Looks like jumper cables. Definitely a new set of jumper cables. And by new, haha, definitely. Totally not new. Totally older than most people's mothers. What is this? Okay. This is obviously a hanger. It looks like the previous owner may have been into carjacking. I don't ask a lot of questions. Or maybe you had to open your own car. Yeah, let's go with that. It's more ethical. This looks like a power converter. Aha, there we go. First world problems. What's it, Syntec? So you can plug in stuff on here and plug this up to the car. Ah, there it is. I believe this is the old timing chain. I have no idea what that is. Ah, here you go. I know what that is. That's a key ring. Ah, it felt weird. Like, not hot, weird. There's two of them. Deodorant cap. Giant Allen wrench. Jesus Lord. Oh! Those, what are these, nuts? Okay, metallic nuts. A couple of them. Those look like, I don't know, something electrical, like spark plug thingies. They said the spare tire should be underneath here. So let's get all this stuff out. Okay, we got, looks like a decent spare tire. He said it wasn't used. There's definitely some stuff underneath the tire. It looks like some sort of jack assembly, probably manufacturer jack. Yeah, looks like some sort of manufacturer's jack. This is the battery. This poor thing has probably been through a lot. A lot. But they're in the trunk of the car, which is different from most vehicles. So we're just going to cover that back up. I'm going to close this trunk, which does not have any supports to help it close easier. There's no license plate on this thing. Don't worry, it's not going to be driven anytime soon. Going around here, gas. There you go. Looks like it has not been used in a while, probably because the car has just been deadline. That's right, using those terms, deadline. Rims are all pretty much like this. Looks pretty newish, except when you get behind the rim though, into like the rotor area, it looks like a nightmare. An absolute nightmare. Open up the other doors. No real change from the wonderful decorative inside of the vehicle. There are some sick floor mats though, not gonna lie. Totally sick. If they were clean, they'd be a lot sicker. But totally sick. And then I have my one estranged rim child here. Don't know what happened. But once again, the rotors, scary. Brakes, probably also scary. Probably would not drive this car in its current condition. There is just rust literally peeling off of the rims. Okay, now we get to go to the scariest part. Some of you car people already understand that this is going to be a nightmare. Okay, looking in here. So this is the engine in its current state right now. We've got the head is, I guess, lopped off. It's sitting over there on the back. We have where the air intake, I guess, does go. So we were right about that. The previous owner, replaced this timing chain, which looks brand new compared to the rest of the engine. And I'm guessing that's what a lot of those components were back there. I still have no idea. It looks very scary. Going over to the engine itself, the primary issue, he said, was when the lady started the engine, she kept giving it gas, releasing this little valve here, and apparently the engine didn't take it too well, and he thinks that he may have bent one of the valves. And I did research, the valve is like going to be underneath this deal here. So I just take off these little screws, open this up. It's like a two-part compartment. Kevin, he's my next door neighbor, fairly knowledgeable old man. I would recommend anybody working on cars to have a hermit of some sort to give them fatherly advice. Kevin is mine. These come out. I think they need rings to be replaced. I don't know how that works, but it's kind of scary in there. I'm guessing there are screws that keep this thing hooked on. Looking online, you need compression to start an engine, and so the compressor can't compress because of how the valves are. But I did go to O'Reilly Auto Parts and I bought a battery startup kit, the one that just kind of plugs in, but so I can get some energy to this engine and see where we go from there. But that's not the least of my problems. We also have down here is a leakage of some sort, because you know it's great when cars leak things. I think it's an oil leak. It looks oily. This pan here was used to, I guess when he towed the car, he may have just like pulled this apart. I have no idea what it goes to. It looks like it's actually attached to the body. It looks like it's just a body panel of sort. I'm still not entirely sure. But yeah, there's lots of stuff happening.